Today I'm answering a question from a viewer, username Adrianus V. And simple question: how can I listen to music in Bash? Now, this is something I've gone over in the past. I've talked about XMMS and XMMS2, and those are applications. And I've probably gone over MPlayer because I feel like I talk about MPlayer a lot. But I'm going to go over some other tools and review on MPlayer as well. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my folder where I have my music in. So, music. I'll list my folders here. We'll go into top 100 hits of the 80s. So, I'll move into that directory. And I can list, you can see I have a lot of songs in here. All right, here. We'll play this one, Gary Newman Cars. That's a good song. Now, uh, most Linux systems will have some sort of player installed. MPlayer is commonly installed. Very simple to use. You just type MPlayer and then the name of the file you want to play or files. So in this example, I'll use my Gary Newman's Car MP3. And I just hit enter. You can see it starts playing. It gives you some information on the audio file. MPlayer is nice. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to jump ahead or go back and forth. And with MPlayer, if we wanted to, we can just do MPlayer and use an asterisk. And actually, I'm going to do asterisk.mp3 because some files in here are not music files. And it starts playing a song. I can hit, as I said, left and right arrow moves you back and forth. Up arrow moves you up, and down arrow moves you back, but at larger increments. I can hit down page to move back to the beginning of a song, and up page to go to the next song. And at any point, I hit Control C to quit out of that, just like you could with most command line programs. So that's a quick look at MPlayer. MPlayer is not necessarily always installed by default, but usually it's pretty much available for every distribution of Linux, and you can even get it for Mac and Windows. So another player that is commonly installed is MPEG-123, and you just do MPEG-123, the name of the file that you want to play. You hit enter, and just like MPlayer, it starts playing, or yeah, MPlayer starts playing the song. I don't use this program as much. It still gives you a display here on the information from the tags inside the MP3 file. Once again, you can hit Control C to kill that application. I don't, like I said, I don't use MPEG-123 too much, so I don't know if you can even jump ahead in song and back in song. But that's one option that might be installed by default to play music. Another thing I came across that I don't use really because I use MPlayer for most things is OGG123, which is basically the same thing but for OGG files. If you're not familiar with OGG files are basically the open source version of MP3, and they actually are if you ask most people, better quality sound, smaller compression, so overall a better format, probably one of the best, lossy formats out there, but not commonly used just because, like a lot of open source stuff, people just don't know about it. It doesn't have a company, marketing and backing up. So the problem with MP3s, not to get too preachy here, is they are proprietary. And technically, whether you're writing software or hardware to play MP3s, you're supposed to pay a fee to the companies that developed MP3s for every player that you create. Lame helps us get around that in the open source world. So there you go. Those are just a handful of programs. Oh, there's another one called Play, which is usually installed by default. I'll just use the help file here. You can see some of the options in it. I have never really used this. It doesn't seem to play MP3 files, at least not on my machine, my compilation of it. You can see all the files it does play here. So it can play all these different formats. I don't have any of those readily available right now, but basically you type play and the name of a file, like an OGG file or an SND file or a VOC file. Those are very common ones, or a WAV file, and it should play the file. So those are a handful of ways to play music in from Bash. And once again, if you want a more uh, full player experience, XMMS2 or XMMS, is more of a player. It's the back end. There's a lot of graphic user interfaces for them. But if you just want to play a song, these applications I just showed you now will do the trick and should be able to find them no problem on pretty much every Linux system. Hope you found this tutorial useful. Visit filmsbychris.com or bashscripts.info for more video tutorials like this. The links are in the description of the video. Have a great day.